What's going on, guys? We're going to cover the NASDAQ 100 futures. We're going to be looking at the weekly chart. So we're going to go top-down analysis here. I'm going to go through weekly, daily, and 1 hour chart. Yesterday, NVIDIA reported earnings. They just, the numbers were good. The guidance was good. The market, the underlying, like the internals of the market are not that great. And you can see that because every green day that you have is preceded by a big sell-off day, a big down day after that. And we kind of seen that off the open this morning. Now, if you look at this weekly chart on the NASDAQ futures, you're going to see that essentially for the past 3 to 4 weeks, we've done nothing. Okay. We've literally done nothing. We are in a period of distribution. So if you are, a long-term investor, and you're kind of noticing your portfolio goes up a little bit and then it goes down and then it bleeds a little bit some more and then it bleeds a little bit some more and then it goes up just a little bit to give you a glimmer of hope and then comes right back down. Well, look at the weekly chart. We have literally gone nowhere since the week of February the 2nd, which again is crazy as it is. The month is already coming to an end here, essentially with tomorrow being the last trading day of the month. And you can see that we're holding this 34 EMA, and I keep a close eye on this 34 exponential moving average very, very closely. And you can see the good reason why. 1 touch, 2 touch, 3 touches, and just shy of it here. Now, one thing that I'm going to be looking for here coming into March, if this market is going to have a bigger leg down, a bigger correction, because essentially we are still in an uptrend, okay, with a lot of choppiness distribution. If we are going to have a period of a correction, I'm looking at 23,300s for that next pit stop. That's going to align perfectly with our linear regression channel 50 as well as our weekly 50 EMA, 50 SMA. Now let's look closely at the daily chart. And if we look at this daily chart here, you're going to see this 50-day moving average. Yesterday, the bulls did a very, very good job leading into those NVIDIA earnings. And especially off the report, there was even a bigger spike with the NVIDIA earnings, and then we kind of slowly gave it all back overnight. But for a brief moment in time, we did test and reclaim the 50-day moving average. And again, the bulls, they just do not have a leg to stand on right now. This market environment still continues to be, even if you're a scalper and a day trader, it continues to be a sell the rip environment. Okay. Now, if you're a scalper, a micro scalper, a hyper scalper, where you can get in very, very quickly on those moves to the upside, great, more power to you. For the majority of us, it's probably better to let those go, wait for them to come into hourly supply, and then short those rejections back down and short previous day's channels. Now, if you look at this 50-day moving average, I will not be a buyer or put a lot of risk on the table until bulls can reclaim this 50-day moving average for longer than a nosebleed. Okay, so if you look here, literally today's candle pretty much engulfed 2 weeks worth of price action, right? I mean, all of this work that we were doing, all this slow grind that we were doing in yesterday's big move was just immediately wiped away. So the big level we're looking at tomorrow, 24,859. If we do confirm that level to the downside, we would be looking at 24,650 as a next potential stop. Again, we did have a lot of touch points down here. There is going to be some support down in this area. If we do lose that next week, 24,236. Let's quickly look at the 1 hour time frame here. And the 1 hour time frame is showing us, again, that top here at that 50-day moving average. Would I be surprised to see a dead cat bounce tomorrow? No, I would not be surprised if we had a little bit of a dead cat bounce tomorrow back up into 25,273, and hell, maybe even early tomorrow and early next week, a retest of that 50-day moving average. That would kind of be like the letter signed, sealed, and delivered. If we do reject that 50-day moving average for the second time, we are going to expect a bigger sell-off again, like I said, down there to 24,335. Now, what held up today, which was swept through, was the 200 simple moving average on the 1 hour chart. Okay, so if you guys are scalping, you guys are day trading, keep an eye on the 50, the 200, and the 20 period moving averages. Again, they're going to give you a good sort of backstop as to where potentially price can stop, where potentially it can overshoot, and where it can hold up. below today's lows, we would be looking at this linear regression channel down here at 24,800. That's all I got for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Again, until the bulls reclaim that 50-day moving average on a daily candle closure and we at least attempt to retest and hold it, it still remains a sell the rip environment. Be very, very careful out there. Volatility can definitely sway. And again, even if you're trading to the long side intraday, just remember when you're under supply, they can pull the prices in the blink of an eye. So be very, very careful with that. I'll see all of you guys on the next video.